Motley video about a hard time in my life. Probably the hardest time in my life. Just because of the grand scale of how much went wrong. Things are going really good in my life. I was in a good relationship. I had a good relationship with where I worked at a full-time job. I was running my own business. I was running 2 different schools. And I was heavily active. And all of a sudden, just one thing after another went wrong, and all these things started to collapse around me. Motley. And it's interesting when things start going downhill for you, how that could change things for other people, how they relate to you. And I found myself abandoned by people who I thought were really good friends. And so things got so bad, I had to close my school. I lost my job. The business was dwindling so quickly, and it was nosediving, that the owner would almost show up to work and be enraged every day. And then one day he said something to me that was inappropriate, and I said, you know what, I'm not gonna stay around and watch you drive your business straight into the ground. And gave my 2 weeks notice, and he gave me a 2 weeks notice check right then and there. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you later. I worked for that guy for a decade, and that's how he treated me. And then my girlfriend asked me to move out. So I rented a car from a friend of mine. I rented it for a month, and I started taking every temp job I could find. And in a month, I'd made about $4,000 working almost 12-hour days. And each day might involve actually 3 different companies. And I worked for some nasty companies, and I worked for some nasty people, but they all paid money. And so at the end of a month, I was able to give that car back and buy the minivan. And one temp job seemed to lead to another, which led to bigger companies, which led to more opportunities. And so not only was I just taking up any scrap of work I could get my hands on, I was staying really socially active. I had a notebook that when I'd see friends, I'd say, hey, tell me your favorite books. And I'd write their name down, and underneath that I'd write down their favorite books. I found this notebook, which got me thinking about this. And then I'd see them a little while later and say, hey, tell me your favorite recipes. And I'd write down their favorite recipes. And so times I wasn't working. I was hitting the library, I was hiking, I was checking out new music, and I was volunteering. So if I wasn't working at a place, I got connected with a company, I think it was called Volunteers of America. So I would just go through them and find out, who wants a volunteer today. And so I started working all these different volunteer jobs as well. And some of them I was actually able to work a couple hours every day. So I'd work there 5 days a week, a couple hours every day. And just volunteering my time. And they actually offered me a job, but at that point in time I was making so much money from my temp jobs that they couldn't match it. What else? Akila's going crazy chasing a rabbit. But after a couple of years of this, I ended up interviewing for a really important job, and they had donated money to one of the organizations I volunteered at. And so it was almost like I had great references from them. They knew the people there. And that was almost like another way to help out that organization. It's like, we're going to give one of your volunteers a job. Great job. Oh man, that's cold. So basically, I stayed super busy. And even if I wasn't making money, I was still showing up to workplaces, which showed, that I have work ethic. And even if I if I don't have any money, I'm not making any money, donating my time is valuable. Valuable to the people that I'm helping out. They want to help me out. and then interact with my friends. I tried not to be mopey. I tried to be more interested in them, so that they didn't need to feel that they need to prop me up or loan me money or offer me a place to stay or anything like that. And I think overall I was pretty happy. I mean, I was stressed and I was worried, and I was kind of wondering, like, how long am I going to do this? How long can I keep the good ship Earl from sinking? But eventually, it turned out I didn't sink. It turned out actually I was a plane and I took off. And I'd have to say my life's been pretty good ever since. Knock on wood.